What are you doing?
I just thought I'm getting ready to watch Carnival of Monsters. Hello, welcome back to another video. Today me and Ben are going to be watching Carnival of Monsters.
Hey.
It's been a long time since both of us have seen this story.
Yeah. I mean, I went through, last year, as you know, with BritBox.
Yeah.
I went through all of the classic Who I hadn't seen. Well, some missing stories aren't on there, but... and I watched this last year and I really liked it. It was... this is probably one of my favourite seasons, actually. Season 10, I think it's really strong. You got 3 doctors.
Yeah.
First multi-doctor story, it's a lot of fun. Apart from the jail guards. Well, they are quite funny.
Yeah, I don't mind the jail guards.
Carnival of Monsters, really creative. They got Frontier in Space, brilliant.
Yeah, brilliant. Love that story.
On his top 10, check that out.
It is on one of my top 10, yes.
Planet of the Daleks, it is very similar to the Daleks in a way, but I still find it fun.
Yeah, it's a good run around, isn't it?
Then the Green Death, which is a heartbreaking departure for Joe. It was really well done, and a great unit story, because this is my favourite era, to be honest, of the show. Pertwee's my doctor. Do love the unit family, and I adore this part of the show, really.
And you've only seen this story once before?
Yeah, like when I went through finishing all of classic Who I hadn't seen that exist, I watched this and I was like, all right, moving on, because I was trying to get it all done. But I'm very excited to go back and watch it, because I remember it being very wacky and strange, and it's a great Robert Holmes script, because he always does supporting characters really well, Robert Holmes. He there's not normally a dull... I mean, look at Jago and Lightfoot. He created a whole thing with them. You know?
He did. And now they've got their own series on Big Finish.
Exactly. And, Case Van Giuliani, I watched that the other day. You've got loads of brilliant supporting characters in that. And it's the same here, really. So, yeah, I'm ready to get into it.
Yeah. And I've seen this story, I think, once or twice. So I've seen it a couple of times, but they're not as many as some. So, again, I'm looking forward to going into it and... sort of seeing what I can remember. I can remember vague bits, but for the most part, I can't really remember what happened. So
you'll be pleasantly surprised, I think.
Oh, well, it'll be interesting. So, without further ado, here we go.
Ooh, colour. I don't know what I said that. We watched Destiny the other day. That was in colour.
That was in colour.
This is the first
title
sequence.
This is very vibrant, though, isn't it? Very vibrant, the Pertwee title sequence.
Well, I think they got colour television, and they went, let's go all out.
Yeah. But in saying that, most of the Pertwee era was viewed in black and white, because there are not many people in colour sets back in the 1970s.
Yeah, they were very expensive, weren't they, colour TVs back then. Well, there's Michael Wisher. He's in loads of Doctor Who. He's in Terror of the Autons, Genesis, obviously his dad Ross.
Yeah.
There's a bunch more as well, I've forgotten.
There is quite a lot of familiar faces playing different characters in this story, isn't there?
Yeah. Well, we've got Packer from The Invasion. He'll be turning up at some point. He was also in Remembrance of the Daleks as the vicar.
Yes, he was, yeah. Peter Halliday.
What else is he in? He was in more Doctor Who than that, I swear. I know. City of Death. Do you remember he was a...
Yes, he was. He played the guard, one of the guards.
The Doctor went back in time.
The 15th century, or whenever it was.
He starts torturing him with his thumbs. Is this what Amazon looks like?
Must be.
This is their employees. Look, you see that? His mask nearly came off. He had to hold it
on. Put it back on.
Oh, dear. This is a bit like Planet of the Apes, because the makeup on the other grey aliens is quite good, but the ones on the extras is crap. You see that in Planet of the Apes. Like, you look at the apes closest to the camera, and you see the ones in the background, the masks are like this. They're just static. Like cheaper ones.
Oh gosh, so we're only like a couple of minutes in, but I mean, just look at the set. The set is very vibrant.
Yeah. Yeah, the budget looks a lot better for season 10.
Yeah.
I mean, it was going up anyway because the Pertwee era is really successful.
Mm.
Whoa. Oh, very trippy.
No, I was going to say that. A very trippy effect.
Whoa. You've been educated him. I can't help but hear Davros every time I hear him now. He's a nice voice. He does the Dalek voices in Death to the Daleks.
Yeah, he does. I think a few others as well.
What? Do you know what other ones he does? The Planet of the Daleks, maybe?
Yeah, I think it's around about that sort of era.
There is. Ah. Come on, Joe. That's my favourite Pertwee outfit. That's the figure I've got of him.
Yeah.
I've got a dolly of that one. Well, that's definitely an outfit. Wow.
That's
We thought Colin Baker was bad.
that put Colin Baker to shame, I think.
He reminds me of my great uncle. He kind of looks like him.
That just reminds me of the Beatles song "Roll Up for the Magical Mystery Tour."
So they're travelling entertainers. I guess like a circus. The same way circus travels around. I remember the miniscope. That's their thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you think about it, these days it would be virtual reality. Because back then that concept wasn't really a thing.
Yeah.
Because that is literally like a tiny world in there with, you know, little ships and people miniaturised, which is really cool. But I think these days it would be like a computer program, wouldn't it? They'd have like a video game type thing.
Well, it's weird, isn't it? Because
thing.
Obviously it is a similar concept, but of course, obviously, yeah, also we'd use computer program nowadays.
Yeah. But I sort of like this because
it's very inventive.
Yeah. I like the fact that it's a real place. It's just tiny.
Yeah.
Are you sure you can steer that TARDIS properly?
Oh, Metabulus 3? Is that the first reference to it? I think it might be. I don't know.
I couldn't tell you.
Probably find out from comments. Oh no. Why am I always on Earth? That cape is so cool, I want one. I'd rather that than a scarf. I love old school film. It looks so good.
I was going to say, even the set for when the TARDIS landed, even that looks pretty impressive.
Yeah, the budget's brilliant. I think because we just watched Destiny of the Daleks as well. This
Probably.
all looks amazing. Joe Grant, one of my favourite companions. It's such a good dynamic, these two. You know, John Pertwee and Katie Manning, you know, they're great friends in real life, as were the whole Unit family, you know. And it really comes through. When there's a good dynamic between the actors, it really helps with the
definitely. It really shines through.
Yeah. All of them were very close-knit. And I think that's missing from a lot of other eras of the show. That family feel to it.
Yeah.
That bond.
Here's Ian Marter before he became Harry Sullivan.
Oh yeah, there he is. It's weird that the Doctor has a boxing match with Harry and then he becomes his companion. We're all very posh here. 20 times round the deck.
God, that book's boring, isn't it? So you sat down, it's already yawning.
I love if he did like the Ninth Doctor. He goes, sad ending. Well, unless that whiskey was really strong.
Oh yeah, possibly.
I think that conversation's more boring. I love that outfit. The green is great. Green velvet. Just hide. That'll work. Interesting. He's already copped on that it's not Earth. I don't know what the clues were.
I think I've missed that too.
You sure about that?
Yeah, right on cue.
Run! I say.
What the juice? What the juice is it?
I thought it said Zeus.
Oh, it might have said Zeus. It sounded like juice to me.
More like Poseidon than Zeus. Yeah, that's the solution. Alcohol. You're right, my dear. Oh, have a brandy.
You tell him, Uncle.
There's a comedy that Matt was going to say earlier with the Unit family and the characters in this era. The comedy is perfect. I mean, Pertwee's a comedy actor as well,
Yeah.
which helps. You know, he did the Navy Lark and Wurzel Gummidge later on, and a lot of comedy, like Carry On films, and that really comes through with his performance. Even though he plays it straight, when he is comedic, it's brilliant. The same with Nick Courtney. He was every time something happened, like it's normally when he's giving Benton a bollocking.
Yes.
I just want a drink.
Yeah, any excuse he gets.
It's alright. Joe will start using her escapology in a minute.
Yeah, I forgot she had that skill.
I think she did like a year's course on escapology or something, and then her uncle got her the job at Unit.
Right.
The uncle at United Nations, I think they say. But Pertwee feels very familiar here. Served in the Royal Navy in the war. You can tell he really enjoyed doing the Sea Devils as well, because it was obviously familiar ground to him. We know what happened to the Mary Celeste, don't we?
We do know what happened. The Daleks happened.
Yeah, the Dalek fell off. Yeah! And his head fell off. That's what happened now, as far as I'm concerned, in true history.
True history.
Probably it's just a little torch in the machine. That's the sun.
Yeah.
Little UV lamp. Wow. That's changed. There you go.
Yeah, here we go.
The screwdriver only works on electronic locks, he says. That's not the case now. It works a bit too well these days. Big plot device.
It is a very big plot device.
Yes, Mr. Vaughan. Oh yeah, I really wanted to see that show now. Dare I say, is this supposed to be like a communist satire?
Yeah, it sort of seems like it, isn't
Sorry
it?
if I'm wrong, but it's just what it comes off as. They're all zombies, everyone has to be exactly the same. That's probably why they're grey, because they're...
Yeah.
It's all dull, isn't it?
Possibly, yeah. Yeah, they are sort of very colour coordinated with the set and everything, aren't they?
Yeah. Pertwee's ring on his pinky finger, I heard from somewhere, I don't know where. Actually, I think it was Batman March's. He did a Big Chief studio. Is it Big Chief? Or who?
Oh,
Somebody
yeah,
did
who do the big...
Yeah.
Okay.
Apparently, that ring is a Greek penny melted down.
Oh, is it?
Shaped into a ring.
Oh,
it's quite
right.
interesting. If you look at the top, it does look like a penny a little bit. I think it was, anyway.
Right, means we're going to go through the saloon.
And Joe's got about 50 rings.
Yeah. Who want a punch from her?
Brass knuckles. This is a bit like The Lodger, when they get the time loops.
Yeah, it is a little bit, isn't it?
Although it's because they've been brainwashed, that it's not actually a time
Yeah.
disturbance, is it? Even when they sneak around together, you can tell they've been doing this for a long time.
Yeah.
They're
Like,
quite,
very synchronised.
yeah, they're very comfortable with each other.
Yeah.
They've been in this situation so many times by this point. You know, I've started doing that now. When I think, I go, yeah, I got it from him. Yeah, as well. Or
You're
this.
becoming more like the Third Doctor
Yeah.
in every single day.
Start wearing velvet next.
The next time I see you, you probably will have a velvet cape.
If I have the full-on costume.
Yeah.
I'm going grey anyway, so I probably will look like him. It's nice to see the Third Doctor on a proper... Not on Earth, you know, having an adventure somewhere else.
Yeah.
You don't see it all that often, really. That's why I like Season 10 quite a lot, because
It's a bit more variety, isn't
yeah,
it?
much more variety.
Yeah.
Even though you do get, like, Colony in Space,
In Season
Curse
8.
of Peladon,
Yeah.
when he goes off for a mission for the Time Wars, but this is when he gets his proper freedom back, and he can do what he used to do again. Oh my god. Most typical English old gent I've ever seen. Oh, by golly! I'd like his head on my wall.
Just leave.
I've got to say, I love the TARDIS.
Yeah.
Here, the exterior TARDIS.
It's a nice shade of blue.
Giant hand!
That's creepy. That effect wasn't too bad either for the time.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
He's only there for a couple of seconds, but I think that works in his favour.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't linger too long.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. That flew by.
I did. That was very quick.
That was really
25 minutes already.
But the way they're building up the intrigue and setting up this planet and the miniscope, obviously.
Yeah.
Like, at the time, that would have been really weird, but in the best way
Also, because
possible.
at the moment, you don't really know how they're connected.
No,
Or
of course not.
If
No.
you've seen it for the first time.
Very confusing. And it makes it worse because you want to watch it next week.
Yeah,
don't you?
exactly, yeah. There's a mystery to be solved.
Nice. Oh, very good. And again, John Pertwee and Katie Manning, just brilliant.
Yeah.
Their dynamic is amazing. I'm not surprised her departure was such a...
Heartfelt.
Yeah.
Ending.
You know, and it was real. Those feelings were real between the actors, all of them.
Yeah.
John Levine mentioned when he had to start the sing song. For he's a jolly good fellow. He said he hated doing that because he meant that's when that's when everyone had to leave. You know.
Yeah. Did they shoot that in sort of near the end then? Do you know?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I'm not entirely sure, but because it was their last scene, it felt like at the end of an era.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
Maybe I'm not sure the order they did shoot it.
Well,
in,
I
but-
say even if they shot it near the beginning, I guess, yeah, because
Yeah.
they're all saying goodbye to each other. It's going to be emotional, isn't it? After
Definitely, yeah.
5 years of...
Especially because Roger had gone by that point as
Yeah.
well, and everyone was, obviously heartbroken at that.
Yeah.
So it really was the end of that unit era, really. It carried on a bit with Tom, but it wasn't the same,
No,
Still
definitely
good,
wasn't the same.
some good stories, but like Robot and Terror of the Zygons, I
Yeah.
think are very good. But yeah, it just didn't have that same feel anymore. But that happens. Again, the show's about change, so
It is.
there you go. But that's my favourite era, personally. There you go. Look at that.
Oi!
Look at that back.
There's no way through, are you sure?
Looks like the Corgi TARDIS.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? So we're starting to get a slightly clearer image now of how it's all connected.
Where they are, yeah.
Yeah.
In the miniscope.
Much of the world makes me seem so unsophisticated. Suppose we do feel
God.
a bit any minute now.
That's the girliest woman I think I've seen on Doctor Who. Oh, you must know so much, or I'm useless.
In what way does this machine
Yeah, definitely wouldn't be written like that in these days.
I mean, it is supposed to be 1926, so...
It is. And obviously this was written in 1973 or whenever it was.
But it's not a detriment to what the writing was in 73. I mean, that's how they were back then in 26, so it's quite accurate, really. He is like my uncle, or my great uncle.
Maybe it is your great uncle.
But he's got better teeth than that, though.
Yeah, well, probably went to the dentist after he done this.
Oh, look!
Oh, the Ogron. Okay, Daleks get a mention as well. I'm pretty sure we see a Cyberman in a minute as well.
I think we see it now, don't we? Oh, Drashig.
Yeah, the Drashig.
Amazing.
Probably one of, if not the most famous part of the story.
They look brilliant as well.
They do.
These pictures, they are recorded.
They're the reason. I think Barry Letts saw what they did with the Drashigs here, and he
Yeah.
went, "Oh, we can do dinosaurs if we can do things
Oh,
like that."
yeah, but that.
But Terry Sticks said the company they hired to do the dinosaurs were really crap, obviously, because they looked terrible. But apparently
Yes.
they went out of business very soon after that.
Right.
Unsurprisingly.
Hello? Oh, hello. Topping day, what?
Deja vu.
Yeah, it's-
What on earth was that? 99 Skidoo. What on earth does that mean? 99 Skidoo, yeah.
You two patented it. You've asked us that question in an amusingly violent way. What?
Gromidzer.
What are you doing, John?
This is it.
I'm gonna thrash this fellow with an inch of his life.
I like that they don't call them humans, because it makes sense. They're from
Yeah.
different planets, so,
So they're gonna call them something-
They have a different name for them.
Yeah.
Boss for my school.
Tellurian, as they say.
Tellurians.
Lessons from John L. Sullivan himself.
John L. Sullivan.
Related to Harry Sullivan, by any chance?
Maybe. He's a famous bare knuckle boxer.
Hiya!
Hi! Oh, double jab to the face. Here we go. Fight night. There we go. Oh, body shot to the ribs. He's down. He's down. 1, 2. Oh, he's back up. Don't worry. There we go. Oh, liver shot. He's down. He's down. Down for the count. It is all over.
No, he's up again. He's up
Oh,
again.
no, not for long. I love that.
No.
We have a new,
Good afternoon.
yeah, Carnival of Monsters heavyweight champion.
After that bloody fellow.
I don't lose to him. All of this looks really good on the ship, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
I don't know how he runs with those boots. They don't look very comfortable to run in.
I don't know how Joe
Joe,
does it in
yeah.
their heels.
They've both got heels, I think. Doctor's got a little heel. It just feels different, this story. I think probably because it is the first proper one where the Doctor gets to leave Earth, really.
Yeah.
Well, he gets his freedom back. They've just gone all out with the wackiness now, which I love. It's a nice refresher than the more grounded unit
And they're
stories.
comfortable, aren't they, now? They're comfortable enough with all the characters, all the cast.
Yeah, they've built a foundation now, so they
Yeah,
can,
so they're
more
now able
adventurous,
to go and
yeah.
pull something like this off.
it's brilliant. It's well earned, you know.
It is. It is well done.
And Robert Holmes writing, you can't go wrong, can you?
Definitely not.
Sonic screwdriver. See, I love the usage of the screwdriver in the classic series because it's just opens
just-
doors. That's
yeah.
all it does. Or well, he does set.
It works as a screwdriver, doesn't
Yeah.
it? For the most part.
Doesn't he set the Drashigs alight at one point in the story? Later on.
Yeah.
I think that's because like the river's got like it's flammable or something.
Yeah. Well, we'll find out later.
Yeah.
Ah, dinner. What the devil are those two?
He doesn't care now. 1 minute stowaways. I was like, who cares? Yeah, that
Oh,
must
it's
be
not a
weird.
sonic screwdriver.
Oh, yeah. Maybe they got the wrong prop.
Or maybe. It's like Colony in Space, your TARDIS
Sounds like a shower.
materialises
Oh.
really strangely, doesn't it? It just
It
appears.
doesn't fade in; it just appears.
That's only because the director just forgot
Yeah,
how the
didn't know
TARDIS.
how
Yeah.
it looked, yeah. Yeah, because it just disappears. They get the Brigadier come and say, "Doctor, come back at once." At the very end, they appear. Just as you said, it's like, "Ah, well done, Doctor. You listened to me." This is a good set, isn't it?
It is.
It's supposed to be circuitry, isn't it?
I've got to
Part of
say,
the
it looks very clean. No speck of dust at all.
Mm. Not like bloody Destiny. It looks a bit like the Science Museum in London. Parts of that look a bit like
Yeah. Yeah, so even this set looks pretty good.
that. Mm. I mean, it looks what it's supposed to be, like an alien circuit board type
Yeah.
thing.
But again, lighting is a big
Oh,
is a
yeah,
big
factor
benefit.
for it. Yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
Because the 80s had some good sets, but they're ruined by
Overlighting,
overlighting.
yeah, exactly.
Even the TARDIS is overlit. I mean, it's
Yeah.
supposed to be bright. It's even bright in the 70s, the TARDIS, but they just go mad with it in the 80s.
Yeah.
So you got a really overlit TARDIS, then Colin walks in with his costume. Like, oh god.
Yeah, blind if with sunglasses.
Packer,
Fucker.
bring them to my office. Out the way.
What?
I say. Destroy? Even in this role, Michael Wisher, like, he's quite intimidating. Like,
Yeah.
he's a really good actor.
Well, he plays it very subdued, doesn't he? Which is
And it's all
quite
in the
scary.
eyes.
Yeah.
I think he's probably the best Davros, really. You know, he's pretty creepy in Genesis, isn't he?
It is, but I'm gonna say I think I prefer Terry Malloy. I don't know if that's because he's done more, but I think he's Davros for me.
Yeah, I used to think that, but I don't know. I just watched Genesis recently, and I was like, oh my god! When he starts screaming "exterminate" when he kills Ronson, I think, oh dear. And he gets some great monologues.
He does.
But Terry Malloy is also brilliant. He's great in Revelation. I like Terry Malloy in that story.
We're getting cooked.
Whoa. It is just so wacky to see it from their perspective, then, because it's like like you said, it's like an earthquake for them.
Yeah.
It just got a bit hot, didn't it?
It's got a bit hot.
Only the temperature, Joe.
Why should they, Joe? We've done them no harm.
There we go.
Cyberman.
From the invasion.
The specimens are all right.
It's funny. That's the only time that Cyberman appears in the Pertwee era.
And doesn't it one appear in The Mind of Evil?
Oh, you're right, actually. Yeah. It was in
Yeah.
his mind that that's an actual Cyberman.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fools and traitors. That is dangerous talk.
It's funny they didn't give him a Cyberman story because it would have been. It could have worked.
Yeah, definitely.
Obviously, they just didn't.
Well, I
want
mean,
them.
they had the invasion, didn't they? That's literally Cyberman unit,
Yeah.
and that's a very good story. One
Maybe
of my
because
favourites.
of that, they didn't want to redo it. Although they did the Autons twice with
Yeah.
units, so I don't know.
Inefficiency to those learning spies. One is told there's a new model.
Pertwee sort of encountered the Cybermen in the Five Doctors. He sort of watched from a distance with Sarah
Yeah.
Jane.
What, as they were getting blown up by the Raston Warrior robot?
Yeah. In his silver leotard.
Brotherhood enabling us. We have survived in the transmitter.
That's. I'm probably reading too much into that, but it seems to be like that's homaging Cold War paranoia, like where everyone thinks everyone's a spy and they're out to get you. And
We're going round in circles. I'm sure we've been this way before.
are they at war this planet? I can't remember.
I can't remember either,
Yeah.
actually.
It would make sense if they were, because if they think they're spies, you know.
Yeah.
Ah! That's horrifying. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Get skewered.
That's the Planet of Giants
Yeah.
vibe I got there.
Actually, this is a bit like Planet of Giants, really, isn't it?
It is.
I was going to say, this is like an original idea for Doctor Who, but it's sort of been done in a way. But it's very different.
Minor repairs. That's all just silly little minor repairs.
Radio circuits, that's all. Nothing.
Nothing of consequence, nothing serious.
Nothing serious as a consequence. My
His testicles have dropped off.
repairs.
There is a trap back in the scoop.
Oh, there we go. It's normalising. His dimensions are correcting themselves.
And let's have the truth.
What's a bit weird, though, is that, remember, later on, the Doctor enlarges quite quickly.
Yeah.
But the TARDIS was sitting there for ages. He took it out in episode 1. Like, why did that take so long to enlarge?
I think, didn't they take it out and put it back in again? And then that...
But there was jamming. He said it was jamming it, so he wanted to take it out. I thought he just left it on the side or something.
No, I think he put it back in, and then that alien took it out, and then that's why it enlarged.
okay.
Yeah, just now.
That makes sense. It's like the Curse of Peladon. That's it.
Yeah, it does. That sound effect as well. That sounds a lot like...
That's used on a lot of... That
Yeah.
was used in Destiny.
Yeah,
that was
that's
used
what I was
in
going to say.
The Chase.
Yeah.
Loads of the Mutants, I think. Loads of... I always recognise the sound effects from this series. The BBC's sound effects stock. Keep reusing them.
Wrong, Joe.
That was brilliant on film.
It does.
Go back, Doctor. I don't like it here.
They do look a bit weird, don't they? They're like worms, really. Like worms with teeth and like 5 eyes.
Yeah. But I think there's quite a good behind the scenes sort of clips for this story.
Yeah, I know what
And
you're talking about.
the puppets for the Drashigs look incredible.
Yeah.
Because they're like proper massive puppets.
Yeah, they've got like a miniature set and they have the puppets on the...
Yeah.
A great monster. Just a shame they inspired crappy dinosaurs. I do love that story though, the Invasion of the Dinosaurs.
Yeah, it is a great story. Just a shame the dinosaurs do look a little bit rubbery.
Like toys.
Yeah.
Dudley Simpson. The soundtrack's quite good to this as well. It's not too high pitch and 70s like.
Yeah, it's
the earlier
not.
stuff
It's not in your face, is
Yeah.
it? It's more sort of subdued
It
and
is, yeah. More
background.
atmospheric.
Yeah.
What was the cliffhanger? I can't remember.
No, I can't remember either.
We'll find out now.
Oh,
Drashigs, yeah. Sorry, we had a long break. The cinematography in this is really good. All these location stuff they've done.
Yeah, I mean, obviously that's a model, so that was done in a studio, and yeah, then all the other bits of filming's on location.
And it
so
blends quite well together.
it blends very well together.
Hit the cave when we get back there. What's that?
Can't see you, but it's got 5 eyes.
Yeah. To be fair, it's all on top of its head.
The Edda spaceship?
Apart from just a few scraps of the reactor ventricle, they're omnivorous.
Of course, they prefer flesh when they can get it.
We'll use it as a weapon. It's cool that they really build the threat of the Drashigs, you know, with that little story there.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes them seem dangerous, isn't it?
Mm.
Run for it, Joe!
You're stuck in a bog.
Oh, they're having a kiss. There we go. That's the right prop.
We're in a miniscope.
Miniscope?
Yes,
There we go. The doctor's figured it out.
Mm-hmm.
It's like one of those
He
things
does that a lot as well. When he really thinks of something, he goes,
Yes, but I don't think...
"Of course."
Wait a minute.
Roll up, roll up, roll up. And see these funny little creatures in the native habitat. Watch them go through their funny little tricks. Poke them in the stick and make them jump.
Stop it, Doctor. It's not funny.
It's one of the rare occasions John Pertwee can steal one of his radio voices. He gets to have a bit of fun with it in the Green Death, with the Milkman and Doris.
Yes.
I managed to persuade the High Council of the Time Lords that they were an offence against the dignity of sentient life forms.
I thought the Time Lords never interfered.
Do you reckon that happened in the War Games?
Scope things.
When he was
Yeah.
spouting out all of his...
I reckon so, yeah. Well, I mean, that's the only time the Doctor sort of bumped into the Time Lords.
Somehow this one was missed.
Well, before his exile.
Yeah, before the exile, yeah.
Materialised. You must have materialised in his
Just imagine Patrick Troughton going, "These Daleks, Cybermen, they're terrible. Oh, and the miniscopes, they've got to stop." They go, "What is that, Doctor?"
To
"Oh,
be
yeah."
fair, I can imagine that.
Maybe we have a
Can imagine Troughton doing that.
Going off on one.
or even by
Imagine if there was footage of like the unedited trial and it's like a whole week's worth of just
Right, I've got a list for
going
you.
off on one. Yeah.
Like, "Doctor, that's enough now." It's like, no, Jamie, I've got to give it to him. And people talking in cinemas has got to stop.
Well, that's pretty cool imagery. Drashig bursting through the
The walls,
the walls into the machines
Better than the
workings.
Dalek driving through the plastic wall in Destiny.
Yes.
That's an advantage.
What did they want to use the Drashigs for? And obviously as weapons, but to overthrow one of their leaders or something, wasn't it?
I can't remember. They haven't said, have they? They're just sort of pulling little sort of smirks at the moment. But yeah, I can't remember.
They need distractions.
Okay. So their leaders are trying to change things. They didn't want
That's
stuff to be changed, so they're
scarily relevant. Space plague.
yes. Yeah, so they're going to try and bring the Drashigs in to
Overthrow.
keep
the leader.
things the same.
Well, sooner or later,
Jo's a
we'll
bit
call
pessimistic
them
in this
and
story.
slap into one of theirs.
Yeah, she is, isn't she?
Maybe because it's such a weird, unfamiliar environment.
I suppose she did think she had a grasp of what was going on, didn't she? And then it's all been flipped on its head.
Yeah, that's true. Fairy liquid?
Like, it's going to drink that fairy liquid then.
Yeah, he's had enough.
I suppose that's one way out of the situation, isn't it? Here we go again.
You two passengers.
Yeah, the old Starway routine.
President Sam. No, they want to blame him. For,
Oh, they want to okay,
they're
right.
going to let the Drashigs loose,
and then they're gonna blame the leaders.
Yeah, then he'll get overthrown.
That's quite a long-winded plan.
Yeah, but it's neat because they don't have to directly kill anyone themselves and make it look like it's all the leader's fault.
Then who's gonna take care of the Drashigs?
That's a good question, yeah. It was a silly idea, really.
Uh-oh, Drashigs are coming.
Oh, that looks great.
That does look incredible, doesn't it? So that's model work, but that looks like it's shot on film.
Yeah, that was on film.
Yeah.
Oh, that isn't.
Yeah, that doesn't look great. Oh, it's got a bit worse.
Ooh.
Good God, man!
Oh, my word.
Dynamite, you're gonna blow the ship up? Oh, madman.
Probably it won't do that much damage, probably. Blow up the Drashig. Tommy gun?
Yeah.
Was he Al Capone?
That'll sort out the Drashigs. To be fair...
Probably tickled.
Here,
Have a drink.
Have a drink.
Alcohol solves everything. To be fair, they put them in there with dynamite. So it's kind of their fault.
Yeah, dynamite and loaded weapons.
Yeah. A bit of a silly idea. How many times is that now? We've seen a repeat of...
Five, I want to
or
say.
six,
About
yeah.
5 or 6 times, yeah. Oh. That's quite a good resemblance to...
The figure.
No, the planet of spiders. You know, the other Doctor comes out the TARDIS and falls to the ground.
Oh,
and
yeah.
regenerates.
Yeah, it's true. Don't remind me of that. It's when Pertwee leaves. Sad times.
But yeah, I'm still enjoying this. Part 3.
It's Robert Holmes. He didn't like 6-parters, did he?
No.
And Our Towns and Paracroll 6-parters, but he preferred the 4 parts, didn't he?
Yeah.
And it's better because it's more compact.
Yeah, I prefer 4 parts as well, to be honest with you. Because of that reason.
Mm. Some do work. Like Invasion of the Dinosaurs, I think, is very good at 6 parts. Even Colony of Space, I quite like. Yeah, man. I'm jamming. So what do you jam to? The Doctor Who theme, of course.
I'm gonna have this as my ringtone. Someone rings me. Hello.
I used to have that as my ringtone.
Did you? Amazing.
My first phone I
Brilliant.
had. Sitting there in the classroom. You're like, what the fuck, fucking nerd?
Yeah, there you go.
TARDIS always takes him where he needs to be.
Yeah, not where he wants to be, exactly.
That is a nice TARDIS exterior, isn't it?
It is. I think that's the 3rd model of the Bukaki prop. That's very nerdy.
Well, yeah, it was the same thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
They
So I
obviously
think he
repainted it.
He built 3 or redesigned
I thought it was the same one the whole time.
Oh, is it? Okay.
I don't know. I thought I saw on this Instagram page, it was like they went through all the boxes. And it was like season 1 to 13. I thought it was the same box, just like repainted and retooled a little bit.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
think
you're probably right.
Then it literally broke after 13 years.
Yeah.
So it's just knackered. Yeah, I sorted them out. Well done, John. I love when he comes. It's nice when you don't have him interact with the villain for a while. And he comes in, he
just commands the scene just like that.
On the contrary.
My insurance doesn't cover the replacement of livestock. Livestock? Let me tell you, some of the people inside that ship are human beings.
Yeah, don't want to take that very well.
I feel like, obviously, the first and second Doctor had a good moral code, but it doesn't really come in properly until the third Doctor.
Yeah.
He really has he puts people straight. He's like, you can't do this. It's a bit like in the Claws of Axos, when he goes off on one, when you get that horrible politician. He's going on about, I want to benefit Great Britain. He's like, what, not the world? Love your teeth.
Yeah. That's 1970s for you. Smoking was probably good for you back then.
You can't speak from it.
It's alright. I know the routine.
I've already done this 8 times.
Yeah, Joe's getting fed up of it now.
You 2 passengers, stow away.
He could lose that nose of his just like me.
Oh my god. Poor John. That's not the first nose joke. Well, actually, no, it is the first. Remember the Time Warrior?
Yeah.
Iron Groin, he goes, oh, that Doctor and his mighty nose. I love that. The mighty nose. He does have an epic nose, John Pertwee.
Very impressive nose.
You will remain here until it will then be disinfected before further use. Disinfected?
Disinfected. They've got the coronavirus there on that planet, clearly.
Back!
Back!
That's what people in Sainsbury's say when they're not social distancing. Back! With a baguette.
That's what I say.
Back.
That's what I say to customers when they're coming at me.
Back! It's weird, like, a lot of things are now relevant just because they have a plague in it.
Yeah.
The Omega circuit is broken.
Omega circuit?
The Omega circuit's broken. That old chestnut. Does he get his hand bitten off? I can't remember.
I don't think so. Well, not that I remember.
Your own admission of vagabond. Oh, yes. Yes, very much so.
It's weird because he actually ends up on the lunar prison in Frontier in Space.
Yeah, he does, yeah.
Stop!
Ah, no. Packers shot the machine.
Packer! You stupid incompetent! Tobias Vaughan in The Invasion.
Doctor, where have you been?
Stop asking silly questions and come on!
Why is that a silly question? Where have you been? Don't be so stupid! How are you? Oh, don't be daft. That's dead flat. Just the way they've shot it.
Heat exhaustion.
Heat exhaustion, it's like you.
Yeah, that's me today. Better now, but it's very humid earlier. Yeah, that's me.
Yes, it is time to get these aliens aboard. Why was it
A ball?
one understands
Or board?
A board.
It's time to get these aliens a ball.
So they can go and play fetch.
Yeah. Fetch! Back! Fetch!
Crikey.
There you go. Fucking idiot. Look, he's all shocked now. This is your stupid plan. Oh no, what have I done? I'm a cretinous moron.
And of course they sabotaged the gun, didn't
The way
they?
they talk. Sabotage! They didn't really think this through very well. All that conniving,
Oh,
and it's all gone to shit in seconds.
If he does get eaten, I thought so. Good old Michael Wisher.
I just love all that conniving and planning, like smirking. Like, mm-hmm.
And in 2 seconds,
it all goes to shit.
Yeah.
No, wait a minute.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, they're returning them.
They're all returning home. A bit like the War Games, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a little bit like the War Games.
Yeah, there's a similar parallel, isn't there?
Mm. Except the War Games, they were...
On a planet.
Well, they wanted humans.
Yeah, to fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, for them.
Their plan was so shit. I can't believe that. I forgot how quickly it went to shit like that.
Well, I reversed it. Yeah. Got the longest book I ever read in my life.
You kept rereading it. Rereading the same chapter.
No wonder it kept nodding off.
Yeah. I'm sure I've read this before. It was very boring. You're still yawning. This duvet looks like a tea towel. Get my tea towel. Not off the bed. Oh, that's nice little. That's a neat little thing. He marked the next day on the calendar.
Yes.
And I gave him a quick first right. 3 Megan pods. And he got OC. Right? Now, I placed the Yoro seed under the middle pod.
That's a bit of
That's
cardboard.
Your mini sets look better than that. That actually looks like my grandfather made a Tin Man outfit for me once. Spray painted cardboard silver.
And it looks like that.
exactly like that, yeah. Got him into gambling now.
This guy's
He's going to end
the
up homeless
most
now.
gullible idiot ever.
It's because he hasn't been exposed to anything like this. He'd be homeless next.
Yeah, he will.
Imagine him holding up a cardboard sign. Off to see the master. There we go.
There we go. So we didn't really have as much to say on this one, did we?
I was just enjoying it.
But yeah, I think we enjoyed this one much.
I was just wound up on the last one because we did Destiny of the Daleks, which we're not really a fan of. And I was just whinging at it. But this is brilliant. Yeah.
Well, there's a lot with Destiny of the Daleks. There's a lot to cherry pick, isn't there? Because
Yeah.
it literally all falls apart from episode 3 onwards.
Yeah.
But yeah, with this, I think we haven't really that much to say because isn't really that much wrong with it, is there?
Wonderful scripts. Really, it is original, really, even though it's similar to Planet of Giants just because they've been shrunk. But the whole idea of the miniscope and wandering around in that, especially early on, because they don't know where they are, and it's very confusing.
Yeah.
So why are there dinosaurs and
well, yeah, there's a mystery
hand
to
picking
it,
up
isn't
the
there?
TARDIS?
It makes it very intriguing.
Yeah, and once you realise what it is, you go, oh, that's clever. But yeah, all the supporting actors were brilliant. Joe and the Doctor, that's always fun, especially at this point, because their relationship has really bloomed at this point.
Yeah.
Pertwee's brilliant. I love it when he comes out of the miniscope. He's like, gives everyone a bollocking. Like, he's like, right, this is ridiculous. You can't do this. And, that's partly why he's my favourite Doctor. He just sorts people out. And he has a great moral compass. And like I said earlier, he sort of set the standard for the Doctor's moral compass in a lot of the speeches he gives and things like that. I thought, even though they're a bit daft, but they're supposed to be I don't know what they even called them, the grey men.
Yeah, I can't remember what their names are.
They're really slimy, horrible things, and Michael Wisher played that part very well. Packer, Michael Halliday, he did a good job at playing that pathetic one.
Peter Halliday.
Peter Halliday, who's now a gambling addict now.
Yes.
From that.
Yes.
Not Peter Halliday. Peter Halliday?
Yeah.
Yeah, not Peter Halliday, the
guy.
character.
Yeah, the guy who played. Yes.
But yeah, no, it's just a lot of fun. The Drashigs are really cool. Really cool design. It's a great sound effect when they roar.
Yeah.
And when there's certain shots when they were bursting through the walls looked amazing. What else was there? Yeah, like I said, the whole thing, it looked brilliant, didn't it? The sets were really good. They looked pretty big. The location stuff looked amazing. Like when they're running around on the ship, when it was shot on film, that looked brilliant. So, we both like old school film cameras.
Definitely,
They
yeah.
They look brilliant.
Yeah.
But even the tape stuff, shot on tape that was done in the studio looked okay. Yeah, it had a good budget really, because this is when Doctor Who was really popular. I think it had more of an adult audience than children at this point.
Well, Barry Letts, at this point, has sort of had the opinion that you should write Doctor Who for adults but with children in mind. And I think that's the best way to go about it.
That is the perfect way
to
do Doctor Who. And this is why him and Terence Dicks are my favourite creative team. This is my favourite era, because they really knew what they were doing. They knew what they should do and what they shouldn't. When to make it scary but not to go too far. Well, maybe Terror of the Autons might go a bit far, but I think it's brilliant.
Yeah.
And then after this, there's a final outing with the Masters, which is pretty epic. And yeah, it's just a great story. I just love it. I love this era. Love the story. That's it, really. I'd probably give that a very solid 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
Yeah. I mean, there's not much wrong with it. I mean, it's not my absolute favourite. That's why it's not a 10. But I really enjoy it. So yeah, I'll give it a solid 9 there. Better than last time. 3 out of 10 for Destiny.
Yes.
But yeah.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think every point that you've just said there, I agree as well. So I would probably give it an 8.5, because you said it's not the best story. You know, that certainly I have my favourites, and this one isn't one of them. It's close, but it's not quite one of them. So yeah, that was Carnival of Monsters.
And also, it's nice to have, because this is when the Doctor's truly got his freedom back after being exiled, and it's nice to have, like, you could tell Bob Holmes is like, right, now let's do some weird shit.
Yes.
Let's make something really creative and bizarre that will fascinate both adults and children. And it worked. It was brilliant.
Yeah.
It was experimental, but it worked. Yeah, that's it really. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Good Doctor Who.
It is. Right, and on that note, thank you for watching, everybody.
Thank you.
If you like this video, please like and subscribe and all of that stuff. And please check out our Destiny and the Daleks reaction as well. It might be a little bit more entertaining if you want to see us rip a Doctor Who to shreds. That's it. So, thank you for watching. We will see you next time. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, why not press the like button? Alternatively, if there's something you want to add, why not leave a comment? Also, if you like what I do here and you want to stick around, or you want to be notified of any further videos I do, why not subscribe as well as turn on the notification button? You'll be doing me a favour, and you'll also be able to see all the new videos that I post in future. Thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.